How's everybody doing? How's everyone doing? Good evening, America. Good evening, the United States of America. How are you guys doing? I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News and also for America's Voice. Right here, this lovely cap that it was given to me by the captain, by Ben Berquam, and also by America's Voice. I want to give a quick shout out to my brother, Ben Berquam. Thank you so much, brother, for this. Here is the nice American flag. And also to the producer, I'm not going to say names, and to the directors and the beautiful and fantastic people of America's Voice, thank you so much. God bless you all. How's everyone doing? I was supposed to take a couple of days off, to enjoy my kid, to enjoy my son, and I had a really good day with him. But, I needed to do a recap with you guys about what is going on and what is happening and what happened with the trip to Tapachula. A quick recap on my opinion. You know that you guys, I have my own way of explaining things, and I have my own way on elaborating on subjects. Also, I want to say, that we have big plans for you guys coming up. Big plans for you guys. It's surprises coming up of more information, more trips, and also more great missions that we're gonna take for you, information for you guys to know. Thank you so much. I appreciate everyone's support. My God, man, how many messages of really good appreciation. I thank you. I appreciate you so much. The love that you guys been showing me is amazing, and it's absolutely beautiful. So thank you, and God bless you all. I just finished doing the Mexican feed, and it was a good show. And, I was pretty direct to the Mexican public of what is going on and what is happening in Tapachula and what we need to do over here in Mexico. We need to stand and fight. Why? Because the Tapachula citizens are, doing that right now. So let's start. It was a really nice trip to Tapachula, working with Ben. I did that more than a couple times already. He's really a technical guy when it comes to really. He uses a lot of technique when it comes to work. He's kind of like me when it comes to going forward, and I want to go directly to the source. I don't care. I can't relate with him about that. And he's extremely transparent with everything. His faith in God is amazing, and that rubbed a lot on me on this this 4 or 5 days of having him, and in him having me as a roommate. And we talked about a lot about religion and the beliefs and how we need to stay close to God, and be able to be the one to forgive and forget. So it's really important, all those talks and all those good experiences with this guy. He's the captain. I named him Captain America. He's amazing. He's a wonderful man. 2 thumbs up for him. Thank you, everyone, for your support. Thank you. And your words, man. Your words of kindness have been great and phenomenal. Thank you so much. I'm really happy to work with this network now. And it's awesome. I will try to do my best, as I'm always trying to be professional in what I do. That's what we went to school for. So we learn how to be, ethical, and how to be transparent with everybody. Thank you. And let's start. Let's start with information, you guys. So what happened? What happened in Tapachula, man? What the hell happened? As we were in the plane and we were almost there, I told them, we're going to see this, we're going to see this, we're going to see this. I told them, I hope that I see the medical department right there. Man, I'm hoping that the medical department is going to be right there at the river. Why? Because there's we had like 3 shows on YouTube. First of all, before I start elaborating, can you guys hear me well? Because I don't have the headphones, and I have everything connected to the computer, but right now I have it to the phone. So I want to know if you guys can hear me well, so I can start and I can keep on going. So if everybody says a yes, or a little tummy, okay. Betty Paul says yes. Teresa Donahue. And Danny Gastelum says, hi to Danny Gastelum. Teresa Cribs, yes, we hear you. Okay, before questions, you guys have questions, leave it all to the last segment, so we can, so I can answer your questions. Okay, what's going on? So I was hoping, because we had 2 programs talking about dengue bacteria that is coming over here to Tijuana, that is pneumonia bacteria fungus that is over here, that is killed 6 Tijuana citizens, affected more than 28 of them, and it already hit 2 border patrols. So I wanted to see. That was one of my main purposes going to the Suchiate River. I already crossed the water rafts. My partner was, it was the first time, but I already crossed the water rafts. But my purpose was to see the National Guard, how they were working. The INAMI, that is the customs, how they were, is the Border Patrol, kind of like the Border Patrol of Mexico, how they were screening every migrant. And also to see the medical department right there. Why? Why the medical department right there? It's real easy. We have a lot of speculation that in Monterrey, there's 2 cases of Ebola that the government has been hiding. There was a speculated case right here in Tijuana that they're hiding, and they don't want to say if it is or if it is the opposite. And over there, we got a lot of people that they're coming. As soon as we got to the Suchiate River, we're like getting our equipment ready, and okay, you got the mic. Yes, I got the mic. You're mic'd up. Yes. Testing. All right. And as soon as we go, Carlos is telling me, "Hey, record." I'm like, "Well, what, man?" There's the Inami bus, and they just got 20 Cameroon people. So I imagine that the medical department is right there. Why? Government is going to say, "Why do you want them there? We can take them to the hospital, and in the hospital they can check them." Okay, you don't mind then? If that is the solution, and if that is your response, then you don't care about all the people that they haven't infected in Guatemala and on the South America, Central America, and now coming in the water raft. And so you don't care about if they infect or they are contagious to another immigration officer or a National Guard soldier. If he gets sick by touching, by grabbing, by sneezing, by whatever contact. So you don't care about that. You care all the way till it gets to the hospital, right? So my main purpose as I was getting there is to see if the medical department was there and what kind of screening process it was given. That is, as we were walking, it was humid, man. Oh my God, man. The weather was horrible. Humid. It's a tropical paradise, I will tell you. Tapachula is beautiful. It has a lot of resources and minerals. But it was horrible. The weather is just, between those hours, between 9 o'clock, and I will say 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, you're going to get beat. As we're walking, and we get there, I'm seeing the National Guard, and I told my partner, I told Ben, hold on a second. Hold on from here. Why? Hold on. I want to see. So he's watching, I'm watching, and this is the way there were 2 water rafts as soon as I got there. 2 of them. The 2 of them, they were screening them. As soon as I saw the first screening and inspection of these people, I said, oh man, we're done. We're out. Call it a night. Where's the door, man? Exit. So this is the migrant crossing with a bag of stuff in the water raft, and this is his ID. Example. Here's the face. Here's the identification code. He shows it like this. Identification code. The immigration officer does this with the 3 officials, the 3 soldiers on the back. Go ahead. The worst screening process that I could ever imagine done by an immigration officer. I said, wow. So that's the security for Mexicans. So our president told us that it was going to put 6,000 troops all around the Suchiate River. That is big and humongous. And all those 6,000, they were going to protect their sovereignty of Mexico. That is their obligation. If they come in a massive force, they're going to act. But when it comes to the immigration officer, I expect a little bit more of you. Maybe a little tap search. Maybe just looking at the face of the ID and say, okay, this is you, Juan. Something like that. But I was wrong. And every screening process, exactly the same. Every screening process. So that told us from the get-go that everything was going to be like that. Everything. And we saw constant. The thing that you guys already saw when I went the first time, for everybody to know, the first time that I went 3 days, landed on Tuesday. I worked Tuesday, worked Wednesday, and worked Thursday. And I came back on Thursday. So I went 3 days. So the first time that I went, I show you guys and expose what is, I show you how the entrance and all this stuff. Now it was, I'll go a little bit deeper. Interviews. So we crossed the water rafts. And we crossed to Guatemala. Partner was amazed, I can't believe that it's that easy. Yeah, it is that easy. It is that easy, and has been that easy for the longest of time. So we cross, we get to the Zúñiga Park, and we did an interview that they're going to release it later on, probably this week, of a guy from El Salvador. Amazing interview. Wow. This guy is saying that he lives in Guatemala now, and he appreciates the government of El Salvador and the government of the United States. Why? Because is the only government of the United States that is protecting their sovereignty. It was an amazing interview. You guys will see it, a little bit, probably during the week. They're going to release another video, edited video, and, really good video. The thing that got us the most, that I take home to two things. I just uploaded a video about Ben and I, but me talking in Spanish, and Ben, standing right there firmly as an American citizen, and me talking in Spanish to more than probably 300 and some people, farmers. A lot of them, they were wearing guns, and a lot of them, they were with machetes. And we were standing right there with security in Guatemala, that it was not fun to go to that particular place, and speaking to them and telling them, first, the sovereignty of your country, fight for your country, and let us fight for ours. Every country needs to fight for their sovereignty. You guys fight your own corruption, fight for your country, and don't come illegally to another country. Let's do everything legally. And me, Mexican, fight for my country and protect our sovereignty. That was the moment that I take the most from this trip. But there's other issues that they were really important. First of all, I took like 3 newspapers. One of them is 2 of them are from Tapachula, and one of them is from Guatemala. I'm going to read you what it says, and I'm going to read. If it keeps freezing, get out and come back. I'm going to read you what it says, the Guatemala newspaper, that is going to surprise you about common opinions of citizens about what they think about being a third world secure country. That is what they don't want. But it's a double standard, because they want to migrate to the north, but they don't want no migrants. That's kind of like illogical, don't you think? We went to Siglo XXI, as you guys saw, and I will do this short because you guys already saw what happened in different places and different shelters. And we saw some Cubans that they were saying that we are paying for false documents, and all these Mexican lawyers that are coming over there and taking advantage of them. That is the problem, the humongous problem with the Mexican government. The Mexican government, the federal government, is the one that is guilty of everything that is going on in our country. They're the ones that are centralizing their funds. Our last president, the most horrible president that we ever had in history, that is Peña Nieto, is the one that has started centralizing the federal funds in just one city. Coming back, it goes back to a lot of years, behind, that they started centralizing hold on a second, you guys. My battery is kind of low, so I don't want this to be a bummer. And for you guys to be, let me just get this going right here so we won't have problems. There we go. So, right there, we're good to go. So it's a lot of money that hi Cindy, how you doing, Cindy? Big hug, Cindy, big hug. You're oh. Hey, say hello to Duke. Say hello to Duke for me. So the problem is the documents that they're selling, the documents that they are, the Cubans are buying from these lawyers. That we already knew about this, and now that Cindy's here, I remember like probably 6 or 7 months ago that I told her, hey, you know what? There's some documents that I received from, and I have them right here. She's the one that has been exposing those documents of lawyers that they have been taking advantage of Cubans over there in Siglo XXI. How odd is it that we get there and everybody started talking? The most amazing thing that blew me off is when you ask them, you don't want socialism, right? You don't want communism. No, we're escaping from that. But you know that the Democrats and also the left socialist party of Morena want that in Mexico, and they want the Democrats that on the United States. They were surprised with that. They were really surprised. Extremely surprised. And bring her on. Cindy, you want to be on with me? You want to be on so we can talk about this? So it is amazing what these people were telling us about false documents. And let me just show you something. This is a newspaper from Tuesday, the 6th of August, El Orbe. It's a newspaper from Tapachula, and it says, alert to the Defense Department as an increase of false documents to migrants from Central America. The director of the Center of the Dignification of Humans, Luis Garcia Villagran, affirmed that this act of corruption, they have been probably involved agents from the customs of INAMI or ex-agents. And it's under investigation. Look at this. Right there. Right there. So as we are exposing you guys, this comes on a newspaper on Tuesday. How funny is that? How funny is that? So yes, the falsification of documents, it is amazing the amount and the quantity that these Mexican lawyers are charging. From $500 to $1,200 for a legal document that says you can transit from here to whatever you want to go, whatever border. So they go with their false document and they get to the airport and the customs agent says, this is false. This is not a legal document. I just paid $700, $800, $900, $1,200 for it. It's not good. So it is a fact for everybody to know. This is the guy that is in charge. This guy right here, Villagran is his last name. You guys can Google it. Also, you guys, if you want transparency with this newspaper, you can Google the newspaper. It's called El Orbe. I will give it to you right here. El Orbe. Right here. El Orbe. Right there. Oh. It has something about AMLO and Trump right there on the top. El Orbe. And it's on the 6th of August of 2019. And the page that it talks about that is page number 2. If you guys want to Google it, you can find it. And let me translate a little bit of what Villagran said about these documents. It says, the director of Dignification of Humans, Luis Garcia Villagran, manifested from the arrival of migrants of Central America to Tapachula, a lot of them are searching for the American dream. But he exposed that migrants have been extortion, and also they have bought false documents by lawyers that they work in Tapachula, and now they're not in Tapachula, and they were working with possibly agents or ex-agents from the INAMI. They have gone to $1,000 for documents that they are not legit. And those false documents, before they board the plane, the agents look at them and they say they're not good. So it is a reality, people. For everybody, we saw it on video. Cubans being honest with each other and telling us really amazing things. It was really amazing. That one, it was kind of a surprising to talk to them. And they are telling you, you know what? We don't want socialism. We don't want communism. We're running away from it. And then, Ben tell me, hey, tell them that is what is happening with these Ocasios and all these people that you guys have over there in the United States. So I tell them that, and they're like, no. America's capitalism, and Mexico is a capitalist country. You're wrong. AMLO wants to bring socialism, and all these Democrats, they want to bring socialism. No, we don't want that. We're running away from that. It took us a lot to escape. Look at these people. It took us, us to escape. So, it takes you, and pretty much it gives you an idea of their misinformation. And you ask them a question. Do you guys, what do you think about socialism coming to Mexico and the United States? And the response is really good response. It's we'll just look at history. How has socialism worked? In every country, it has failed. In every country, it has failed. So, another newspaper I want to show you guys, that it can take us to another one. The level of insecurity and corruption is another thing that is really important to highlight. Every person that we were talking about in Carlos over there, it is a city, he told us that 7 out of 10 delinquent and acts of that they are reported in the city, they are from Central America. So 7 out of 10 people commit, delinquent acts in the city of Tapachula, and they are from Central America. So insecurity level, he said that 75% has increased, and is because of the caravan. Imagine that, 75%. 75. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4. 75. I remember right here in la zona norte, in El Benito Juárez, the head of a district that is a good friend of mine of downtown, he told me it has increased, Oscar, from 8% to 15%. We have to be real careful now. So imagine 75%. Freaking believable. 75%. So this is El Orbe on the Sunday, 4th of August, saying insecurity and corruption of the INAMI has affected the tourism and the border on the business people. On the head of business guys, the big heads, the ones that cause the shots, the ones that put a lot of money in tourism, it has affected. And also say Guatemala people have had it with the INAMI of Mexico because it takes a long time for the TBR, the permitted transit from Chiapas. And they are afraid. Also, people from Central America are saying that they are afraid of the delinquency that it has increased on this state. Oh my God, man. So these people are afraid. Let me get this straight. This is what I've been. It's too much. It just goes back and it's like, again, say it and too much. But they're afraid of the delinquents, the increase of delinquency in the state of Chiapas. They are afraid of the state of Chiapas because it has increased in delinquency. Now, let me rewind the tape. So you're running away from violence and delinquency, supposedly, and economy. Extrañan tus vivos en español. Acabo de hacer un YouTube en español. Ve a ver el YouTube, Marta. Ahí primero me fui a hacer un YouTubazo en español. Ve para el YouTube. Ahí hice uno en español. Saludos, un abrazo. So, you're afraid of violence and delinquency in Central America, right? And you migrate. Yes, they go from bad to worse. Sorry, Oscar, just facts. Yes, I know. So you migrate. No, it's okay. It's okay. You migrate from Central America, de Guatemala a Guatepeor, como decimos. And you want to go to a third world secure country, that is Mexico, supposedly. And you migrate and you stand in Tapachula, and now you're demanding that Tapachula has to become a secure city for you to stay, and you for migrate to the north. So hold on a second. Do you know that it has increased 75% of violence and delinquency in Tapachula because of the people of Central America? So whose fault is it of the city of Tapachula becoming violent and delinquent? One, the government of Mexico. Number one. Number one. And two, your government of Honduras, your government of El Salvador, your government of Guatemala is their fault. Because what we found out is that there's a lot of misinformation. You guys are so confused that you don't know why you're migrating. Number one, you don't know the International Pact of Immigration. Number two, and you guys think that you have the right to migrate, and the place that you want to migrate is obligated to open your doors to you. No. Migrating is a right, okay, but it's on the obligation of the country and of the people if they want to let you in or not. That depends on them. It doesn't depend on you. It depends on the government and on their people if they want to let you in or not. Amazing how confused you are that you, in this newspaper, you're telling me that you're migrating to Tapachula and now you feel insecure in Tapachula. Hold on a second. You run away from violence over here. Now violence is over here. Guess who's bringing it? Guess who's bringing all the violence to Tapachula? Tapachula was not that violent, and tourism was one of the richest things that he had. And now it doesn't have. And you see right here, newspaper, empresarios, business people, they don't want to be in Tapachula anymore. They want to leave because tourism has dropped. And because out of 10 crimes, 7 of them are from people of Central America. So, this is what they don't understand. This is what they don't understand. This is what they don't get. that yes, if you want to migrate, it's your right. Migrate. But it's not because you have the right, it means that the other country is obligated to tell you, come in, because you're migrating. No, no, no. That's why there's laws. That's why there's boundaries. That's why there's walls. That is why we need to respect every sovereignty of every nation. That is why. And it is unbelievable that you're telling me right here that you're afraid and you're upset because the TBR is taking so long. First of all, the TBR is taking so long. I'm sorry, but we have a lot of people, more than 105,000 that they have crossed illegally through Tijuana. And there's a speculation of thousands waiting for the asylum seeker line. And there's hundreds or thousands, I don't know, speculation of a lot of them. I just got information from another patriot from the United States that they just put out there the number of 40,000 waiting over here in Tijuana. That is crazy. But I'm just like, yeah, it is close because there's a lot of them waiting over here. A lot of them. For the number. So you're telling me that we need to be more quick for you? That you're like snapping your fingers? That you want it right now? What happens with the people that want to do things right? What happens to those? They have to wait also because, or they have to accelerate because you're waiting and you want it now? No! That is not how asylum and refugees work. Amazing. And also, the Commission National of Refugees. Oh my God. Get out of here with that. Disgusting. Get out of here with those two. The Commission of National Refugees in Tapachula. It was the place where we went around the block. I don't know if you guys remember. And it was a disaster. It looked like a fourth world. People laying on the floor. People from Haiti. People from all over the world that were there. Waiting to check every week to be, okay, you're here still. You're not going to get arrested. That is kind of like the catch and release. You come here and then you sign and then you're okay, release. The CONAR, oh my God, exactly like the United Nations. We were there and he was like, okay, you can film. You cannot film right here because there's this word that these people use. Oh my God, I forget this word. And now Ben was telling me this word. But we were talking about it and this word, these people use this word. It's kind of like you're sensitive people. And they're more compassionate, something like that. So these people approach you and they're like, you cannot record right here. There's a lot of sensitive people. And their security, because a lot of them are running away from violence and delinquency. Hold on, lady. First of all, and I show you guys, unfortunately she went back and I could not tell her, where's my book, man? Where's my Constitution? Article 6 and 7 of the Constitution. It says right there, Mexican Constitution, that we can record and we can document on whatever public place. That is a public place. That is a sidewalk. If you have your big announcement in your wall, it's not my fault, but it's outside where the sidewalk is. Yeah, but I don't want you to be recording because they're probably sensitive. I'm like, what the hell? I'm not doing anything. They're coming at me. They want to talk to me. And they want to talk to him. We're not doing anything. We're just putting on the camera. And then immediately they went over there. And the funny thing is that as soon as we arrived there, everybody started working. The line started going faster. And we're like, what the hell's going on? There's nobody here now, man. What are we going to do now? Crazy. In the CONAR, there's a beautiful building in downtown Tapachula. Beautiful building in downtown Tapachula. And the CONAR wants to move all the people from the east side to the center part right here in Tapachula. A new building. And every citizen of Tapachula, they were like, hell with this. It's not happening. It's not happening. And it was amazing how we saw a big flag on the top. Pancarta, I don't know how to say it in English. Banner. Big banner. That says, we don't want the CONAR and all the migrants right here. The people of Tapachula, finally, they're waking up. Finally. And as we're walking and we're seeing that, I'm like, okay, that's good. They're waking up, okay. But I needed something to prove it. So here we go. Paper again, newspaper from an Orbe, 4th of August. It says, the city is against the replacement of the Comar to an industrial zone. So the Commission of Refugees, they don't want it, the Tapachula citizens, they don't want it in another place. They want it to get the hell out. So this is good. The citizens of Tapachula, finally, they're getting together and fighting this. Right here. Right here. Ciudadanos contra de recibo si la CONAR en zona comercial. So this is good. That means that we're moving little by little. That means that we're getting somewhere, little by little. That means that the Mexican citizens are doing something little by little. But as we are, right there in Guatemala, we were asking how many people agree with the caravan? For all these activists that they're saying I misspelled and I didn't translate good. Aprende a hablar español, cabrón, primero. Learn how to speak English, man. You're in my country. I will tell you right now, this is the newspaper from, I like to talk with paper. Nuestro diario, Noticias Como Son. Martes, Tuesday, our diary, news as it is. Tuesday, Guatemala, 6th of August, 2019. This newspaper. Put attention to what it says. It says right here, the questions of 10 people, 10 citizens. The question is, Guatemala, could it be a refugee for migrants? Could it be a third world secure country? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 9 out of the 10 people said no. They don't want it. I will go by 3 of them. And if you guys want to Google the newspaper, it's called Nuestro Diario Noticias Como Son. And the one that I'm talking about, it was on Tuesday, August 6, 2019. You guys can search it and probably look at a translation so you guys can get it. But this is a citizen talking about how they don't want the caravan. Here you go. Lucrecia Avila, she's a teacher, and she says, our resources we don't have enough resources. There's not even resources for us. Just look at the hospitals. There's no doctors. There's no medicine. We are in a horrible situation. That is Lucrecia Avila. Carlota Cuxun. She's saying, for me, it's not going to work. I don't know why the government did this. Because in Guatemala, there's a lot of poverty. And the people are going to come over here in refugee, and it's going to cause a lot of violence. And there's already violence over here. Alejandra Larios, she says, I'm not agreeing with it because we're really limited at work. And it's really hard to find work. And it's really hard to look for one. With the arrival of more people over here, our opportunities are going to be really limited. Claudia Castro says she's a teacher. The authorities, they need to resolve first the necessities of the people of Guatemala before they look to shelter other people. If they don't have food for our people, why we are giving them to others? Veronica Vasquez says, we shouldn't give no shelter to nobody. We're just surviving ourselves. And if other people come, we're going to be worse. The authorities, they don't know that. Augusto Escobar says, it's not correct. We're just surviving, the Guatemala people. Imagine thousands of migrants. God knows where we're going to end. And the delinquency is going to go up. Susana Bobadilla says, it's not good what the authorities are doing. There's no work. There's no security for health. With more people, we're going to get worse. And Fernanda Orozco says, I'm against it because we have less opportunities over here. We don't have opportunities for work and health and education, and they're going to bring more people for us to give it to them? Come on. Javier Doni says, we should take care of ourselves first. It's difficult to accept unidentified people to our country. Until the moment, we don't even know what their intentions are. Doesn't it sound a little bit familiar to us? Doesn't it? Doesn't it sound a little bit familiar about what the American people are saying? Doesn't it sound a little bit familiar about what nationalist Mexicans were saying? It sounds a little bit familiar, doesn't it? Because I have heard a lot of American citizens say this. We have tent cities. We have a lot of homeless people. We can't afford. We need to get our economy better. First is our country. First is our medical care for our people. First is the American people and then everybody else. Doesn't it sound a little bit familiar? Doesn't it sound a little bit familiar what I've been saying? That we have a lot of poverty? That our government needs to be taking care of our people? That our government is so corrupt that we were born with corruption? Doesn't it sound a little bit familiar? So what do you think about all these people? And Google them, please, for these activists that they're watching it. What do you think about all these people? These people are stupid or what? What are they? What do you think about these people? These people right here. What do you think about them? And that is only 10 people. And all the Guatemala citizens, they feel like that. But they're confused. They don't know that what the President of the United States is doing is putting an example to fight the corruption and for them to get better. What is he doing? He's doing that. And our president of Mexico, what is he doing? He's trying to convert Mexico. Exactly the same thing. Corrupt, but making out socialist. They don't want that. Cubans don't want that. And Guatemala citizens, they don't want to be a third world secure country But Mexico has to be a third world secure country? And because they don't want that, the United States has to accept everybody? Is their obligation? Because you have your right? And everybody needs to open their doors because you have the right? No, there's laws. Laws made to be broken. Let's fight. Let's fight. So, it takes me back to the highlight. Everybody's asking for the newspaper and all that. I will take a picture and I will post it later on the on my page. I will post the picture of the front page of the newspaper of every single one that I just did. And also the picture of the people that I just... Oh, no, you know what? I can't do that because Facebook is going to drop my page. I will post only the picture of the front of the newspaper so you guys can Google it and search. Because if I show people, it's going to drop it. So this goes back. And this goes all what I just told you. This goes to our visit to a protest in Guatemala. On the next day, before that, we were hearing that they were going to block. They were going to block streets and highways, the people of Guatemala, to protest against the politics of Trump and the politics because they think Trump is the one, because of the tariff, that he's the one that is owning the other countries and he's telling them what to do. That is their idea. That is their head. And so we were talking about if we were going or not. Because the problem is that going into Guatemala to certain places, it's okay. But going to those protests, it's another level. Protests over there, farmers go with their machetes, and a lot of them, they were wearing like long shotguns. I saw a couple of them. And it was not safe. Carlos told us, no, it's not safe. So we pushed a little bit to get security. And we got the security. We got a police officer from Guatemala, 2 police officers to take us over there. So we got there and they told us this. Immediately they told us this. 10 minutes, you're out. 10 minutes. I'm giving you guys 10 minutes and you guys are out. It took us a little bit to get our bearings together and to be like, what up? So you want me to ask this? You want me to ask that? Okay, you ask this. I will tell you this. You translate this. You translate that. Okay. But if the tension goes real strong, it's going to be hard. If the tension is real strong, it's going to be hard to be translating, because if you interrupt a guy, those people, if you interrupt them, they will like animals. So you don't want to interrupt. You want to let them talk and express, and then you can translate. But, it's kind of hard. But next time I have to do better on that. Calm down and then translate. Apologize if I didn't translate it that much at that specific moment. Apologize. So we get there, and there's a lot of cars on the side of the road. And we see a big banners, one with Che Guevara on the bottom, and the other one I think that it was something about the farmers. There was a lot of people, and they blocked the whole highway all the way to the back. There was more people. That as soon as they saw that there was the international press, they started coming. So the highlight for me that particular moment is this. I told every single one of them, so you guys want security for your country? Yes. You guys want to protect your sovereignty? Yes. You guys want to fight your own corruption? Yes. You guys love your resources and minerals, and they're exploding you? Yes. Who's doing that? Your government. Yes. You guys know that there's more than 30,000 kids that they've been trafficking in the caravans, and we need to stop that. Yes. We need to migrate correctly and legally, right? Right. But when I asked something that I told them, so if Mexico wants to protect their country and wants the sovereignty of Mexico, it's okay? Yes, it is okay. And I told them, but if the United States told them, if the United States tells you that they want to protect the United States from people to migrating over there, it is okay? And they say, no, it's not okay. And I was like, what the? Hold on a second. So you don't want people to migrate to your country, but you want to migrate to Mexico, and Mexico needs to open the doors and give you everything you need so you can migrate to the States, and the States needs to open the doors. That is where they're confused. That is the fault of the government that has been brainwashing these people, that they don't tell them that they don't have, first of all, no possibilities of getting the asylum. Second of all, they don't educate them on the International Pact of Immigration. Third of all, they need to fight in their country, like I told them, for their rights and for their justice against their corruption. They need to fight there. Last, I gave them the statistics that I always say to everybody. So you guys are suffering, yes. And I told them this because I need them to understand. And, you know, a lot of people are saying, well, they were farmers. You didn't get your point across. Well, my point is for them to just listen and for them to understand that there's people like me in my country that they know what is going on. 60 million in poverty, 28 million in critical condition, 68 million without medical care, 1.9 million kids abandoned, 9.8 million minors without resources for education. 5 cities on the top 5, 15 on the top 20. All of that, they did not know those statistics. And as I was telling them is, fight for your country. Don't fight for mine and don't cross to mine and don't go demanding to the other one. Fight for your country. Fight for yours. Fight over there like you're doing. Stand there. Block the streets. If you want to block them, block them. Do what you have to do to fight the corruption in your country and to make your country better and to make your sovereignty better in your country so they can respect your laws. And every person that wants to migrate to your country, respect your immigration laws. Like I told them, let's respect immigration laws and let's unite to do things right. But demanding and saying to me that America doesn't have the right to say no to immigration, that's kind of like a double standard, because you're telling me that you have a problem with people from Honduras. And like I just showed you, 10 people saying that they're not agreeing with immigration from Guatemala, they don't agree to the caravan, public opinion, but they're agreeing that they have the right to go to the United States. Isn't that double standard? It's exactly like Mexicans. I just told the Mexican public what we've been doing. We don't want nobody in our country, but we're crossing every day. It's kind of like a double standard also. But until it didn't hit our house, we start saying, damn, this has to stop. We need to start doing things right. This has to stop. So exactly what it happened to us, it's happening to them. And now they're realizing that the caravan no sirve. It doesn't work. It's not helping. It's not providing. It's not doing anything positive. It's on the contrary. It's trafficking. Economy is destabilizing the economy, not only of my country, but the United States. Bringing a lot of problems, extra responsibilities. And also, it's for the New World Order. Socialism. It is upsetting, but it's something that is on the positive side. Wake up, people, on the positive side. Why? Because exactly like it happened to Mexican citizens until they didn't have the problem on their backyard, until I didn't have the problem on the backyard, I started realizing, man, we need to fix this. We have a huge problem. You realize as you wake up, it doesn't matter if you wake up at 86 years old, 87, 88, 89 years old. The problem is waking up. And when you wake up, it doesn't matter if you have one day of life, do something about it. And these people are waking up. We don't want it. We don't want it. It's an advantage now. It's one of the things that I realized when they were protesting. You don't like the caravan anymore, huh? Why you don't like it? Because they're giving priorities to other people, huh? Now you know. Why? Because they're giving medical care to other people, huh? Because they're bringing a lot of violence, huh? Because they're trafficking a lot of people. And they're giving you problems that you don't want problems. You have enough problems already. But now you don't want it. Exactly the same. So, does the 5% tariff work? Of course it works. Why does the 5% tariff do? Get to work. Protect your country. Get the National Guard working. Wake up the people. The 5% tariff not only threats the country, but it makes people realize that this third world secure country is going to be happening if you don't do anything about it. So has it worked? Hell yeah, it has worked. In Mexico, in Tapachula, they're doing the worst screening, but they're doing something about it. It has decreased. It has slowed down. Like if it was a wall. Like if it was a wall over here in the Tijuana. Has it helped? Yes. 90%, almost 90% of decrease. Has it helped over there in Tapachula, the National Guard? Although they're doing the worst screening? Yes, but just having them there standing, they realize they can be crossing in mass migration. Something's going to happen. Has it helped the 5% tariff in Guatemala? Yes, it's helping. People are waking up and they're saying, we don't want it anymore. We want to fight for our country. We want our country first. Facts, paper, people, protests, translations, in your face. All of it. It all goes in a chain. And not only the Mexican people are waking up, the Tijuana people are waking up. Everybody knows what's up now. With this shelter that they try to build, and now, all of a sudden, change of plans, people. This shelter that I show you for 5,000 people, now they made a news, it went out, and they just came out on a newspaper. They're saying, change of plans, we don't want it over there. Why do you think they don't want it over there? Because we're going to make a mass protest. Teachers from the high schools, both high schools, teachers and the alumni from the college, the government workers, everybody was going to protest. Everybody. So they know that it was going to be a huge problem. They know that. So now they want to move it to somewhere else? Why? It's not because of the resources that you don't have any and you're having problems with the people that they own, the local businesses, abandoned local businesses. It's not because of that. It's because of the pressure of the people. Because you know that it was not going to work. Because you know that the businesses like Mercedes-Benz and Toyota that are in front, the AutoZone and all these companies around, the two high schools, the state park, the biggest state park in Baja California, the child care that is right in the middle between the two high schools, the college behind it. All those that were going to unite and they were going to tell you, no, we're not going to have it. It's because of that. Don't start making up stories that it's because, oh, we having problems with people and all this. The people are waking up. They know about this corruption and they don't want no more caravans. Exactly like Guatemala. We don't want no more caravans, but we want to migrate. As soon as they realize that they're hurting themselves and they're going to hurt another country, the Mexican people are going to be like, we don't want it anymore. We need to fight for our country. We need to fight for the corruption over here. We have a lot of resources. Let's make that happen. And you guys remember what we said in an interview? A guy from Guatemala said this. And it's so amazing that they are so asleep, but they're waking up. A guy from Guatemala said this. A banana is worth $1 in America, but I have a lot of them in my backyard. That tells you a lot. It tells you that they know that they have money right there on their land. And they can get it. Hustle it. Bring money to the table. They can do that. And they're waking up. Huh? What? Exactly like the Mexican people. They don't want the Comar over there, the Commission of Mexican for Refugees. They don't want it to be moved. No, we're not going to accept it. Exactly like Tijuana. They don't want the shelter. They were going to do a mass protest. And now it's stopped. Oh, we're going to change it all of a sudden because, oh my God, the business owners, don't lie to people. It's because of the people that they were pressuring you. Waking up. And I will leave this program with this, man. I brought one for my boy Anthony. And I brought one for myself. And I brought it, and it has a significance why I brought it. I even told Ben, grab one. Grab one. And he grabbed one. I gave him one. And he said, why I want this, man? And I told him the significance, and he's like, oh, you're right. I grabbed this rocks. Look at this. They're really simple rocks. Really simple. These rocks are from Guatemala. These rocks are from the train that is called the Beast on the train tracks. These two rocks. This goes out for all the Guatemala people. Do you see how easy it is for me to go to your country and grab something from your land and take it and bring it and not asking you for permission? Do you see how important this rock probably is to you? It's a piece of a puzzle for you from the train wrecks that you guys have. From the train tracks that you guys transfer yourselves from South America to America. This rock, I grabbed it from your land. This is yours. Now it's mine. Without permission. Without asking you. Without telling you. I didn't tell you nothing. And this other rock, I'm going to give it to my partner Anthony. Is going to go to America. Without asking you. Without telling you. Without giving no permission. Without crossing no borders no documents, no security, no nothing. This is your rock and it is mine now. It's not yours. It's mine. I own it. I stole it from you. Like you're doing with my land. Like you're doing with my people. Like you're doing with the indigenous in Tapachula. Like you're doing with the Social Security and the medical care for the people, homeless people in the United States, the veterans. Exactly like that. I have it. You don't have it. I have it now. This is money. It's mine. It was yours and it's mine. I take it. I'm Mexican. I went to your country and I stole a rock from your train racks. It is mine now. It's not yours. It's mine. And I'm going to give 3,000% out of this rock. It's mine. Do you like that? Did you like me standing in your lawn and stealing this rock? This little piece of rock. Do you know how valuable this is? Probably it is the value of $1. Do you know how much an American sweats for $1? This is your dollar, your land, your rock. Do you know how much a Mexican sweats for 1 peso? This is your rock. This is your land. I stole it. It's mine. Do you like that? No, you don't like it. Why you don't like it? Because this is yours. And you're supposed to fight for what is yours. And this is your mineral. This is your land. This is your money. It's not mine. This is your quetzal. It's not a peso and it's not $1. It's your money. It's not mine. And it is exactly like that how we feel. It is exactly like that. That these minerals, these resources, this whatever you want to call it, it is yours. And you're rich with them. Why you want to come to my country and get this when you already have it? You have rocks. I have rocks. America has rocks. Stay with your rocks and stay in your country with your minerals and your resources. Stay with them because I just stole them. Just stole them. It's mine now. You ain't getting them. It's mine now. It's mine. This one goes to the U.S. It's not yours. It's theirs now. You're not getting them. You want it? Come get it. Like you want that medical care? Come get it. You want free jobs? Come get it. You want that 6,000 pesos that AMLO's promising you? Come get it. But every time, people are going to get what is yours. And you're not going to like it. That is exactly the analogy that you were telling me, that protester. No. When it comes to America, I want to migrate. So tell Trump to treat us like humans and don't treat us like product. I'm telling you exactly the same thing. Treat my country, Mexico, like humans. Respect, appreciate, and don't treat my country like a trampoline. Exactly the same thing. That's why it was a double standard. You treat my country with respect and you treat my country like it is. Because you're telling that the president of the United States is treating you like product. But they're not treating you like humans. But when I take something from you, oh my God, you're stealing from me. But you want to come to my country and say, oh, no, I have all the rights. No, sir. These rocks are mine now. Exactly like that. Exactly like that. And you're doing that. No te gusta que te hagan, pero te gusta hacer. You don't like people doing you, but you like to do people. Let's understand something, people. This man right there, that they have criticized me so bad, that I'm socialist because I follow this man. This man is my idol, and I will continue to say it to the last day that I die. He's my idol. He's the only Mexican that I look up to my whole life. And he said something really important to the Mexican indigenous people. La tierra es de quien la trabaja. The land is worthy for the people that work for it. Not for the government. For the people that work for the land, those are the ones that deserve the land. Zapata. This is your land. I took it. You're taking away mine. I'm taking away yours. It's not a good example, but it's an example for you to think about criticizing a president that because of that president of the United States, you're standing at a protest and you're asking for national security. You're standing because of Trump. You're standing protesting because you want your sovereignty. Because of him. Because he made you think that first is your country. Always your country first. Because of that guy. My president, worst president. He's a socialist. But because of the other one that is up in the north, you protested in Guatemala. And you were saying to me that you want the best thing for your country. Amazing. What a little rock can do. What a little 5% tariff can do. What a little idea of protecting your country, what can do. So this is a message for all of these people. It's changing. Changing. People don't want it. People don't want the caravan. It is affecting economically. Too much corruption. Fake documents. Tapachula citizens. They're waking up. False documents. They don't want it. They're waking up. Tapachula citizens. They're protesting. They're waking up. And I got your rock. And I got a piece of land from your land. And I stole it. You don't like it. And I don't like it either. And America doesn't like it. Message. Let's respect each other. El respeto al derecho ajeno es la paz. The respect for other humans' right is the peace. That has to do a lot with this example that is so stupid that is a rock. It has to do a lot with that. Thank you, people, for understanding me, my emotions. I tend to get a little bit excited. But I brought these rocks, and one of them is for my boy Anthony right here. This one's for you, boy. To keep it as what they've been doing to your country. And this is for me. So it has that analogy. It's not about giving, and it's not about taking. It's about making them understand. Respect our country. Peace and love. That's why that slogan is so important. Peace and love. And always your country's first. That's why. Peace. Let's do things in peace. Love. Let's love each other. And always your country first. Not peace and love, hippies. No. It has a significance. It has a significance. Peace. Let's give peace to each other. And love. Let's love each other so we can make a country great. And always your country first. That's why these rocks are so important. Questions, everyone. They want to ask me. I'm right here for you guys. It was a great I will say about this, I will say about this, I will say this thing about the, last thing about this company that just a great company, great network, America's Voice, and about Ben Bergquam. Thank you so much. All the Christian things that you told me, it rub off on me, man. Really rub on me, and really, it just, I'm really at peace. Really, I'm really at peace. Thank you so much, and give a quick shout out to my partner. Hey Corey, how you doing? Follow conservative Corey, please. Follow her, as she is doing a phenomenal job giving you guys information of what is going on with the movement and politics. I don't understand politics in the United States. I don't intend to mess with it. Really, I don't. Really, it's not my area of expertise. But conservative Corey can give you a lot of information. Follow her, as she is doing some amazing work. Some amazing work. And also, I'd like to give a quick shout out to my partner, Conservative Anthony. It is something that is so horrible what happened in the city, but it's a wake-up call to everybody, so we can do and fight evil with the word of God, and also with our minds, but most important, with our hearts. Let's wake up, people, and unite. That is the most important thing. Leave everything, the hatred, behind, and let's unite and create a great team. God bless you all. I'm right here for your questions. Whoever, you guys made me sweat. Look at this. I'm right here for your questions. Whatever question you guys want to ask, I'm right here. Go ahead and te miras muy guapo, Oscar. Gracias. Gracias, Ana Sofia. Gracias. Thank you so much. Widow for Texas. Yes, Widow for Texas. He's going. Whatever questions you guys want to ask, I'm right here. We love you, Oscar and Anthony. Thank you so much, Mary Calloway. Linda Parts Mirror. God bless you. God bless you too. Tough time for Anthony and citizens of El Paso. Yes, there's tough time. The drone that Ben did. Have you seen the video? It's right there. You can follow. You can see the video of. No. If he just put up. Oh man, this guy. Oh, that was the message that he was sending me. Ay, canijo. Okay, I'll see it right now. Thank you so much. Thank you for all your great information. God bless you and keep safe. Hey, Oscar, I have a question. That example with the rocks. Why is that some people don't understand what you said and they still cross to the United States? Because I'm not an authority, man. I'm just a guy that is just a broadcaster, and I'm just, a guy that speaks from the heart. I'm not a guy that is an authority. I'm not a guy that is a politician. I'm not a guy that makes laws, and I'm not the guy that implements, a system. If I was the guy, I will do something about it, but I'm not that guy. I'm trying to do what I can with my own resources that I have. My resources right now just was to put an example with 2 rocks. If I was a politician and if I had the authority to do so, probably I'll do so 100% and 1,000% and 1,000,000%. You make that, man, you got that right. I will do that. But I'm not, and I'm never going to be a politician. That is not my dream. But that is, probably the reason why. Our obligation is to communicate and to expose. Did you get the yes, Miss Cheryl Carvin? Yes, tomorrow I will be live at that place, and I will do a live video for you. I guess probably tomorrow. I'll send you a private message. Okay. Oscar, let's vote for what? You guys need to vote over there in your elections, man. You're making a difference. Keep us up. Thank you. Do you ever feel the Mexican government reacts to your sharing information? Yeah, a lot of them, but it's really difficult over here. Corruption is really strong, and it's to go through a lot of things. You're a dead man. So I know to a limit that I can go. From there, you need other people to help you. And it's not that we don't have it, it's that I don't want to go there. Really, I don't. All right. Where do you live? I live in a house. I live in Mexico, man. I live in Mexico. Shayla Welch, how you doing? When is the documentary coming out? Oh, you know what? That is right. I need to contact this guy again. I will tell you. I will tell you in this week. People are speaking of civil war in the United States. The words are being spoken. Let's keep that to a minimum, and let's not wish that. Let's wish that God will give peace to everybody in their hearts. It's something happened to Anthony. Oh yeah, he shaved and he got a nice haircut. He looked ugly, man, a little bit, but he did. He did good. If you speak on the 19 people killed by cartel, there were 7 killed yesterday on La Colonia Libertad. This is a situation that happens, unfortunately, in the city of Tijuana. Whoever's on the wrong steps, it will help. It will, you go to jail or you get killed. Those two. And, this is a situation that has been happening since forever in our city and in other cities that they're really strong. I don't like to elaborate on those subjects because I don't like to, and really, it's really difficult to see our city going through that again. It's been phases that our city has gone through that, and it's really hard for everybody to digest that. Not even friends of mine or family members, they don't like to speak about it because it's just it's the same. So let's just get into the subject that we're talking about. Thank you. I jumped some few comments right here. I don't want to jump some comments. There's a movie coming out called The Hunt. I feel it's going to cause problems over there. Okay. Oscar, you're the greatest. Keep up the great work. Thank you so much, Susan Hodler. Okay. Sandy Wesley Wright. Prayers for my family. My mom just died about 4 hours ago. What? No. She was very ill and had dementia. Hard on all of us. Thank you. Sandy Presley Wright. God bless you. I want to take a minute to say that your mom is in a better place. Your mom is with God. Everybody wants to go with God to feel peace, love, and to not feel hate, pain. So God bless you. And your mom is in a beautiful place now. You should be, I know how you feel when you lose someone at that value. But whenever you feel alone and you're talking to yourself, feel that she is in a better place and smile because she's smiling down on you. And she's saying, I'm good now. Don't worry about me. So I send you a big hug and my condolences to your family. Yes, absolutely. Myself, I'm committing to pray for our countries. We need, okay. Love, no hate. This is why it's so scary, Oscar, when he's showing us what is happening at the border. Awesome insight. Thank you for sharing. God bless you. Yes. Are you going to broadcast America's Voice? Or they're going to show you Ben and Carlos? That is to America's Voice. America's Voice is the one that takes the shots now, calls the shots. So I'm just here to work. I'm so sorry for your loss. Yeah. Okay. Oscar, you're a good guy. Thank you for all you do. Thank you. Definitely in a better place. Yes, she's in a better place. So a few more questions before I go, people. I'm sweating and I really want to take a shower now. When you're sweating in a room and you're like, oh my God, I feel so sticky. That way I feel right now. So it was. So a few more questions. You should name your rock analogy, rock and roll. Yeah, hey, you know what? You're right. Who are you? Eddie? That's a great name, man. I'm the namer analogy. You are right. You're absolutely right, man. That's a great name. A prayer is yes, much better place, okay? Okay. We love you, brother Blue. Hey, Alan, how you doing, man? Send you a big hug. Good night, Oscar. God bless you. Yeah. Vete a bañar. Dale, pues, Gloria. Okay, people. Have a great night. It's been great watching you guys. Have a fantastic night. I'm gonna keep these newspapers as, a remembrance of these people. And of that day that we stood in front of all these people. I know that a lot of people have been standing in front of more humans and more thousands and millions and trillions, and their message has been, more bigger. But, we're doing things little by little. So I want to send you guys a big hug. Stay safe, everybody. God bless you guys. Always remember that, things that you do in your life are much bigger when you're doing them with your heart. The spontaneous things are more beautiful, and they end up sometimes in a mistake that you learn from it. And sometimes they end up, beautifully, and it comes up great for you guys. So stay safe, everyone. It was nice talking to you. Remember, peace and love. And always, your country's first. We'll see you.